I am not racist, but am I an asshole if I give my neighbor a watermelon as a welcome to the neighborhood gift? As a black woman who loves watermelon, I think if you're straightforward with it, it won't be weird. Hey, welcome to the neighborhood. I have a garden in my backyard and always give out a fresh watermelon to the new neighbors. Would you like one? I also have X, Y, or Z if you're interested. Hey, I have heaps of watermelon growing. Do you want one? Every new family here gets one. The thing about hate is it really comes down to intent and framing. You can call somebody any random gibberish you can think of. But if you say it with enough hatred in your voice, then it's still going to come off as offensive. Likewise, in most cases, as long as people can tell you're coming at something from a place of love, then it's your good intentions that will matter. If you show up and say, hey, I couldn't help, but notice you guys were black, so I figured I'd give you a watermelon, that's probably going to come off wrong. But if you say welcome to the neighborhood, I have a garden in my backyard where I grow different fruits and I've been giving everyone in the neighborhood a fresh grown watermelon. Would you be interested in one? Then it just sounds like you're being a nice neighbor. I think this is the first time where I have heard the sentence I am not racist, but where the bit after, but isn't racist. You could make a joke like I've slowly been forcing everyone in the neighborhood to take one of the many watermelons I've grown and you're the latest victim. Like everyone else said, bring some other fruits to give along with it and y'all be fine. God, this needs to be a key and peel skit. As a black person, I can honestly say I'd always be a bit leery of a neighbor, however well-intentioned, who came up to me and gave me a watermelon. Sure, it's a nice thought, but you have to consider the intent versus the impact. If you have other stuff in your garden, maybe bundle a bunch of it together. But after living in black skin in America, there are too many people making watermelon jokes with racist intent for anyone to consider a watermelon a benign gift. Plus, not everyone likes watermelon. The key is to not limit the gift to watermelons, include other fruit, flower sec, and specifically hand deliver and mention everything you're providing is stuff you've grown in your own garden, and that you like to welcome to people to the neighborhood with stuff you've grown yourself. Racist YTA would be if you left a shrink-wrapped, store-bought watermelon on their doorstep with just a cheap card saying welcome to the neighborhood while ringing the bell and walking away. Give them varied produce that includes watermelon and it would be probably seen as normal. Wait until they are ripe and give them some peaches. Save the watermelon for next year when they know you better and your act of generosity cannot be misinterpreted. I would probably invite them over and allow them to pick and choose. That way when they chose the melon, that would be perfectly cool. No matter my color, I would be pissed if I did not get a watermelon and everyone else did due to my color. I've never understood this. As a white guy from the South, fried chicken and watermelon are just like normal foods I would expect to see at a picnic or get together. This has nothing to do with your question, but I'm really curious to know what zone you live in where your watermelons have already come into season in the middle of March. As a black man who's heard watermelon jokes personally, yeah, I'd be weirded out by it. Maybe you're well-intentioned, but if you have the ability to bring any other gift and you're already on Reddit asking how it would look if you brought watermelon because you're aware of the possible implications, then common sense should tell you probably shouldn't do it. If you come with a fruit figgy basket and it happens to have watermelon, that's fine, but it just wouldn't look right coming up to the new black neighbor with a big all watermelon. I think this is the only time I've ever heard him not racist, but followed by an actual not racist comment. Even if you give them just one other variety of fruit as well, I think it would dispel the notion that it has some sort of racist undertone. Offer to show them your garden and what is ripe. It doesn't make you racist or an asshole. But because you're asking, I would say it could quickly turn into a curb your enthusiasm moment where they get the wrong idea, or even make a joke about it. I agree with the other comments. Add more to the basket.